We the Hebrew Israelites want to give all praises to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Shemi Hal-Shai, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. Today's topic, basically wanted to do is go into talking about the so-called Jews, basically the white man in general, how he took on his revenge on getting back at us as far as the birthright situation. When you read Genesis, the book of Genesis, when Esau sold his birthright. But basically we go and get into some information on the so-called Jews. I got this book right here. It's called Who is Esau / Edom, and I've been reading it for the past couple of days, and basically I came across the chapter where it's talking about Esau's revenge on the Israelites, and basically it's breaking down how the so-called Jews, in certain books, they admitted that they like war and they like to create the wars because it's all a scam. It's all about the money. So if you want to say something, just say it, but get Numbers 24 and 20, and then get those two scriptures in Revelations. And I'm going to go into this chapter right here. This is the book is called Who is Esau / Edom. Alright, and it's basically showing you got all these devils on the front. But this is page 90. It says Edom's revenge. It says Edom's continual and perpetual hatred and jealousy towards Jacob would inevitably be conveyed into action against him for revenge. That action of revenge would be directed against everything connected with Jacob, against his society, his civilization, his government, his life, his children's life, and against the Most High. So in other words, everything that the so-called white man did, or what he's doing right now, is basically set up to take the Israelites down. Like it said, his society, his civilization, like back then when they had the Black Wall Street, when Jake built up the Black Wall Street, that was like their own government, their own society. But what did the white man do? He came in there and he burnt everything down. You know, he basically burnt all the hospitals. He burnt all the buildings. He killed people. All right.
And it's a message to all you black power guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to build your own communities and get land and shit. That ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, like last week we was talking on the highways, and basically the brother wanted to go into how what's his name, the dude that left ISUPK, he's in the Black Consciousness movement. Basically, I guess he was saying that they're buying their own land and all this other shit. Like that's gonna profit you. The white man is gonna come in there in the hour of martial law and take everything you bought, man. You know. But it says that action of revenge should be directed against everything connected with Jacob. Against Jacob, meaning you Negroes, you Latinos, and you Native Americans, alright? Because you got guys out there just pushing black people. You know, we got to help black people. Well, if a Gadite or a Ephraimite or a Simeonite is watching you, how's he going to know he's an Israelite if you just keep saying black people? Like we was watching the debate just a minute ago. We was watching little pieces of Polite's debate versus Tazaria, and Tazaria just kept saying black people, you know, even though we believe that he crushed Polite in that debate. But if you just brought a Gadite into the truth and he's watching it, he's gonna say, I'm not a part of this, you know, because you niggas just keep saying black people. You gotta push out you Negroes, you West Indians, you Haitians, all right, you Hispanics, and you Native American Indians, and you Seminole Indians. But anyway, it says Esau's war against Jacob. It says God's script against Salakia. God's script assigns to Esau, Edom, or the Edomites, the role of being a warlike people. This was revealed in Isaac's prophecy of Esau, in stating, and this is what Isaac stated when he blessed Esau. It says, "And by thy sword you shall live." I.e. Genesis 27 and 40. The sword is often used in the scripture as being symbolic for war and slaughter. Now, if you connect that with prophecy, when Esau came over here, right? What did he do with the Native American Indians? He slaughtered them with the sword, which was the Gatling gun. And Gad couldn't defeat them because they had the bow and the arrow, which the gun is really, the Gatling gun was stronger than the bow and the arrow. But it was all prophecy in Genesis that a troop shall overcome Gad anyway. It says the sword is often used in scripture as being symbolic for war and slaughter. This is personified in the red horse of Revelation 6:4, which signifies war and the ability to cause war. It says, who is it that Esau Edom would want to use the sword on or bring war upon? The one he hates and desires to take revenge on, that being Jacob, Israel. And that's you Negroes, you Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why the so-called Jew sets up these rappers. That's another way to destroy you. He sets up these rappers and these entertainers. He makes them wear dresses and pays them millions of dollars, some of them billions of dollars, to deceive the peons, the peon Israelites. You niggas walking up and down the street. Alright? It says, it was Jacob that Esau desired to kill, because Jacob had taken away the blessing and birthright from Esau. Now, you people in the churches, you basically say, well, Jacob was being sneaky, or he stole the birthright from Esau. But what you got to understand is, it was all a part of the Most High's plan. All right, because Jacob simply means supplanter. All right, so it was all a part of the Most High's plan that this devil was not going to be set up, because the prophecy said the elder shall serve the younger. Give me that real quick. The elder shall serve the younger, and then you can read Numbers real quick, 24 and 20. Go ahead.
This is Numbers, chapter 24, verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Right, Amalek being the so-called Jew, all right, the ones that you see dressing up in all black, all right, which is really Edomites, all right. Their latter end is going to be that they perish forever, because after they serve their 1,000 years of slavery, they're going to be binded up and burnt up to stubble, man. That's prophecy. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 25 and 24. Started. When her days to be delivered, in fact, I'll start at 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the other shall serve the younger.
Yeah, now polite, he was bamboozled at that. He said, how did 2 nations come out of one womb? He was bamboozled. We ain't gonna talk about him anyway. But it said, the elder shall serve the younger. Now Esau was older than Jacob, so Esau's job in the future would be to what? To serve his younger brother, the Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now that's not happening now, because we in captivity under Esau. All right, but when this society crumbles and everything goes downhill, and the white man and his kingdom is destroyed, and him along with it, and we get established in the kingdom, he's gonna serve us. That's why they come out with movies like Planet of the Apes, all right, and all these different types of movies, like Avatar. They showed the white man going into captivity, all right. So all these prophecies is going to take place, man. All right, going back to this book. This is page 91. It says Esau's loss. Give me Hebrews 12 and any profane person here. Page 91. It says Esau's loss of his birthright and blessing to Jacob became the bias of a plot to kill his brother. At one time Esau told his son to take thy sword in thy hand and pursue Jacob and lurk of him and slay him with the sword. That's in the book of Yasher. It says 29 and 31. It says Esau was angered when this plot failed, Years later, when Jacob entered into the land of Esau, he prayed to the Most High to deliver me from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me. That's Genesis 32:11. On hearing of Jacob's arrival, Esau raised 400 armed men to fight against Jacob, but the Lord put fear and kindness toward Jacob in his heart, and Esau and his men. That's the book of Yasher 32:57. It says the first time that the descendants of Esau, the Amalekites, encountered Jacob's descendants, Israel, the descendants of Esau fought against Israel without cause. Exodus 17:8. When the Israelites were on their journey to Canaan, they once again encountered Edomites. The Edomites refused to allow Israel to pass through their land and threatened to use the sword upon them. So, in other words, we was always at war with this devil, man. All the time. You know, ever since the two sons came on the scene, they was even at war in the womb. You know? So,
yeah,
you know,
like
if you want to add anything, just add it in, brother.
They're two separate nations, you know, two different people. You know, one was set up to be the wicked and the other was set up to be the righteous.
Yep.
You know, it's like oil and water. We just ain't gonna mix.
Yeah, and then you got people out there like to say, it's not about color, or it's really not about color, but it is about race. All right, because you are who your father is, and then you got faggots like 14th Street, which he just made a new video. His latest video is talking about the brother from GMS Belly of Hell camp, the dude that Torah was talking about. I believe you said he was a Gadite.
Yeah.
That brother, yeah. 14th Street Homo, his latest video is talking about how that brother's an Edomite and all this other shit. You know? Because you the reason why the people, you and other teachers as well, is the reason why people is confused, man.
Yeah, you're the reason why they look at this as, that's why they call us black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
You know?
That's exactly why.
That's hypocrisy, because there's a lot of light-skinned brothers and that we got next shit, you know. There's Cuban brothers and Puerto Rican brothers and that shit. This is 2 Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
You got it.
You know, Esau is the end of the world. You know, Esau is the end of this wicked ass society. And Jacob is the beginning of the world to come. You know, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of righteousness. You know, Esau is because Esau is going to get taken down in the end of this world, the end of this kingdom, because they were made to serve us. You know, they were made to serve us, but everything's ass backwards, and right now we're serving them.
Yep. This is page 92. It says, because of the blessing of the birthright which Israel now had, they could easily prevail over Edom and make them a vassal state. These events only added further cause for Edom to take revenge out on Israel. God's script, which is the Bible, reveals that Edom will continually try to kill Jacob, Israel, with the sword or by war, out of revenge for his loss of the birthright to Jacob. This desire to war against Jacob was revealed in God's condemnation against Mount Seir, the Edomite nation. Salakia. Now you can read that in Hebrews, because these white people, these so-called white people, right? And it's different ways that you can prove that they're the Edomites, because you could simply just go to a restaurant and ask an Edomite how does he like his steak, man. That's just one simple way to you can actually prove that that's how they're the Edomites, man. That's just one small way to prove it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, like
go ahead and speak.
This brother works at the casino. I went there before to get the buffet, and they got all this steak and prime rib and shit, and you know, that's when you look at it, it's all it's barely even cooked. It's all red and bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, you gotta try to get an outside piece.
Yeah, you know, I told the guy, yo, can you put that on a few more minutes? He goes, well, that's how our customers like it. And it's like, well, most of your customers are crackers.
And another thing is this, man. Like, yeah, you have to get your meat put on the grill when you go to certain places because you crackers like bloody meat, man.
Yeah, you
like the taste of blood.
Steakhouse. You go to a steakhouse and the cook gets mad when you want something well done or medium well or whatever, you know?
Because you crackers, you like the physical taste of blood in your mouth, man. You know, you like blood. You like a bunch of damn vampires, man. Go ahead.
Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yeah, your birthright was actually the kingdom of heaven, man. You would have had all nations. That was the birthright. All nations being subject under you. Okay, and you being the rulers of the planet. But the Most High understood that you was just a bunch of cave dwelling Edomites, man, because He created you anyway. The Most High understood that you were just a bunch of cavemen, women, and children. See, your time to rule the earth is over, man. Actually, you on borrowed time right now. Because it's going to be another debt crisis coming up in 2014. And I really don't see you devils coming with a deal on that, man. Because the Most High getting ready to nuke this bitch. Mount Seir, aka America, alright, the Most High is getting ready to nuke this bitch, man. With thermonuclear fire, man. And all you niggas that fell out, you phonies, you faggots, you gonna die in the famines, man. Whether you die in the race riots, martial law, it don't matter, man. All you niggas that was out here teaching in the name of the Most High and His Son, and then you just fell out, man. Go ahead. Matter of fact, let me read this real quick. It says, oh, okay. Page 92. It says, it is red, Edom. The book even calls you red, man. Alright? It is red Edom that desires to kill Israelites. The patterns of this war against Israel are continued